What is up, everybody? Marcus Page here. So today I wanted to do a bag dump of what I take on my hunting pack trips or my backpacking trips up in the mountains, or if I'm just going on like a general day hunt. But I've got some stuff in my pack that I would love to share with you. I would love to see what y'all think of my setup, and maybe some things that I could add to my setup, you know, for prolonged hunts. Thinking about doing a couple extra trips this year. Last year had a pretty good year. Got my first bull elk gun hunt, and then went and did an axis deer hunt early this year in Hawaii. That was a lot of fun. That was another gun hunt. But this year, got a couple different bows that I'm going to be shooting. Got a Matthews Triax and a Bowtech Realm. Gonna go back to Wisconsin, do some whitetail hunting, maybe some muskie fishing. Hoping to bring some more content to y'all, and really be able to showcase some of the things that I like to do in the outdoors. And I think everybody would love to see, people who like the outdoors and like to see different things in the outdoors. Maybe some surfing footage as well. But yeah, today I wanted to kind of just show you what I'm rocking with. I'm using the Kuiu 6000 Pro. So I've been running this pack a couple of years now. Really like it. So some of the really key features that I like about this pack is that just the pack, if you take everything out of it, is super light. You got that carbon frame in the back and the straps that are universal. So if I did want to purchase another pack for maybe shorter hunts, or if I even was going to do, say I'm going to do like a 10-day hunt, I'd maybe go with one of their larger packs. I can go ahead and just buy the pack, and these things are modular. So all you really need is to buy the frame and the straps, and then you pretty much have a universal pack once you order the packs themselves. So the key features that I really like about this pack is that I can put a lot of crap in here. Right now I've pretty much got what I would take on a normal backpacking trip, whether it's gonna be 3 days, 2 days, 5 days. So really I've got my sleeping gear and my tent gear in here. Thinking about upgrading my tent gear, as you'll see that my Eureka tent is pretty large in size comparable to the actual pack itself. It's just how large the poles are, and that's, I know they have tents that are designed to break down smaller. But yeah, so I'll start from the top of my pack. Really don't have a lot in here right now, not in this one, but in here I just have my general Kuiu stuff, my rangefinder, my binoculars, harness. Here I'm running the Vortex crossfires. Love these. Probably gonna upgrade in a couple of years, but these are getting the job done. Always keep some chapstick in there, and just some wind indicator. Always got to have that, especially out in the field when you're spot and stalking. It's super important. On the other side, sometimes if I'm on like a gun hunt, I'll just keep, say, like a few extra rounds of ammo on this side, or some sunglasses. Sorry if you guys hear a bunch of car noise. I'm out by my vehicle and just in the garage. So really just off the top, got that, and then I have some extra gear that I have wrapped up in my little thing here. I got knives, yeah, just a bunch of different knives, flashlights, paracord, just general gear bundled up that is small, and batteries. There's some batteries in here, stuff that is light and I can just throw in there, and it's all together. It's not just thrown around all over in the pack. So after the lid, I'm gonna just go into my main pack, clip these. Actually, let me just get into my sides. So on the sides here, I run my cooking system. I'm just doing like this standard jet boil. I got some of my food packs that I can show you what I bring in, just like a normal hunt. Pretty simple. It's pretty normal. Silverware, thanks to my sister. Let's see. And here, I got a water filter system. Super important. Have a water filter system, extra couple bladders, so you guys can, you know, one, bring these out easy, and once you find a water source, you can filter a bunch of water all at once, and then you have water ready to go into another bladder pack if you decide to put a bladder pack inside your pack, or just in water jugs. Alright, so what I got in here is I got my clothes bag packed in here. So this is like everything in my clothes that I would probably bring on a hunt. This might even be a little bit more, but I'll unpack that in a second. And then I've just got my sleeping system. I got a Kelty. This is a 20-degree bag. And then I got a Eureka tent. Again, the reason this is so tall is it's just the one that my dad had. It fit in my pack. He gave it to me, and I was like, yeah, this will work when I go on hunts. So, two-person tent. I sleep too comfortably. Did it at about 10,000 feet, just north of Yosemite last year. But yeah, we'll go ahead and break down the what I bring in and wear on a hunt. So really at the top of everything, I am running a Kuiu. This is one of the Kuiu Ultra Downs. So yeah, we're running one of the Kuiu Ultra Downs. Whoop. These things are awesome. Probably shouldn't keep it compressed though. Just fold right into itself. Super warm. It's great if you're in cold weather, semi-cold weather, windy weather. You know, it's great for blocking some of that wind. If you had a shell, I mean, blocking wind, a lot of times, like, blocking the wind's really important when you're high up at altitude, because that wind's blazing across the tops of the mountains pretty fast. So that'll help, but usually having like a shell over top of that is much more helpful. Getting into it again here, just got one of the Kuiu Verde tees. I went with the Verde colors. It's just good for like early spring, like buck hunting. You know, a lot of times I'm hunting in the rut with a bow. But the green I thought was a solid color. The violet is really good up in the mountains though. The violet is really good up in the mountains because it's a little more gray, and the rocks are a little more gray. It really just depends on the kind of environment you're in. Blaze orange, gotta have blaze orange if you're doing a gun hunt. I just always have a warm cap. Usually if it's cold, I'm wearing blaze orange. You know, it's later in the season. I do have other, you know, camo caps, but usually when I'm cold, I'm running blaze orange. What I got here is, this is old. I've had this Under Armour forever. This is just like a long underwear setup that I've had from Under Armour. It keeps me super warm, especially in really cold nights. Throw that on after a day hunt and crawl in the sleeping bag. It's just nice to have on. Here would be my shell. I'm running in Under Armour shell. This thing blocks the wind pretty good. Fits perfect right over top of my over my puffy. So this is a great color, especially if you're deep in the woods, stuff like that. And then probably deep at the very bottom, yeah, I got some warmer pants. They're not waterproof or anything, but this is like a warmer set of pants that I would run if it was like colder night, maybe later in the season. But yeah, these are just two matching setups. But this is something that I would just like put over top of everything if it was like super cold. So really got it dialed down to this stuff. This is about all I run. You know, I got the wet wipes are in here, and then I also have the what I got in here is my own self-built. I've got my own self-built first aid kit. You know, just some Neosporin tape. You know, tie up a wound. Some, you know, some bandages, little bandages, big bandages. Here's the antimicrobial towel. Thanks again, Elise. It's my sister. And gotta have the wet wipes. Gotta take care of the booty. But yeah, and then I'd pack my food just at the top of here, or I would just try to fit it into the stuff sack. But this is really what I run on like a normal basis. Like, it's not very complicated. Having a good sleep setup is like really key to being able to be comfortable on the mountains. It's unbelievable how tired you can get, and having a good water filter system is like super important. I had a time up in the mountains, one of my first times hunting with my buddies at about 10,000 feet. I only brought maybe a liter jug of water. Thought we were gonna find a water source closer to camp, and we didn't. So we ended up having to hike another 2 miles past camp, and we found a water source halfway down a ridge. But my lips got really chapped. Like, I was getting pretty tired in the middle of the day. So it was like key to have like enough water, especially when you're that high up and you're putting on that many miles. Yeah, it was just one of my first experiences, and you know, it wasn't that scary. It was just I could feel myself getting dehydrated, and just wasn't a comfortable situation. But yeah, that's what I'm running. The Kuiu packs are awesome. I love the Kuiu gear. You know, obviously everyone has their preference. But yeah, just wanted to kind of show you what I'm running. You know, last year was a great year. Super happy with the year we had. Didn't pull our Wyoming tags this year. So the plan is to possibly head out. To either Wisconsin, do some whitetail hunting, maybe try to pull a blacktail tag or mule deer tag out here in California, and then gonna have a bunch of duck hunting videos. Got a new friend that I'm gonna be hunting with this year, and he's new to hunting, so I'm gonna be trying to run my dog, and I'm just gonna be doing more training with the dog. You know, and I'll try to do some filming for him, get some of his first shots. So I'm looking forward to another successful 2022 season running into 2023, and hopefully we have a lot of footage to bring to you. Let me know if you guys want to see more, and peace out.